Weeks went by without any interaction between Harry and I. Every time he saw me, he would glare at me and ignore me. I sat alone in every class, as well as lunch. I spent my weekends sitting in my room, staring at the ceiling. I haven't talked to anyone since that day. I punched blazing. Everyone texted me multiple times asking why I snapped, but I never answered. It was a cold Sunday morning, and I sat up in my room with some hot chocolate. I wrapped in my favorite blanket. Draco, you have a visitor, my mom called, frowning. Frowning. I brought my hot chocolate with me, and I went to check the door. Standing at the bottom of the stairs was Harry Potter. You can go on up, sweetie. Draco's not been himself today, she whispered just loud enough. Harry nodded and walked up the stairs, spotting me by the landing. He walked into my room and shut the door silently. Harry, I whimpered. He shook his head and sat down in my bed, panting. Patting the spot next to him. I instantly sat down, sighing. His face was unreadable. Everything I said to you, everything. He put his hand up to silence me. I turned my face away from him, avoiding his gaze. I know, he whispered. My eyes widened, and I looked back at him. I know you meant everything you said. I know about you trying to back out of the dare. He muttered. Sabini told me last night. He told me that he wouldn't let you, and that you punched him. He told me that he wouldn't let you, and that you punched him. I had never been so angry at someone before in my life. Not ever. Not even when I was mad at you. I may or may not have slammed his head into the wall before leaving. He chuckled to himself. I haven't forgiven you fully, but I don't like being mad at you. I want us to still be friends, at least as long as you want to, he sighed. Of course I want to, Harry. I hated you being mad at me. As soon as you and I started actually to actually become friends, I tried to back out of the dare four separate times. I didn't want to make the dare in the first place, but Sabini wasn't about to let me back out of the dare. I'm at every board that I had ever said to you, Harry. I actually struggle with my sexuality right now. That wasn't part of the dare. I am so confused about everything. I cried out, placing my head on his hands. It'll be okay, Draco. Everything will be okay. Harry wrapping his arms around my shoulders, pulling me close. My heart was pounding. I'm here, he whispered, kissing my forehead as I started to cry. Part 11. Harry, we have to talk, I muttered. It's been 3 weeks since Harry forgave me for what happened. We spent a lot of plethora of time together since then. My possible feelings for Harry have grown immensely since then as well. Harry, I spoke louder in an attempt to get his attention. He was asleep. Shit, I mumbled, getting up and shaking him slightly to wake him. When he didn't move, I sighed. Never mind then. He laid back down on the bed next to him. As I started to drift off to sleep, Harry turned to cuddle me. I wasn't uncomfortable, but my heart still leapt at the touch. Draco, Harry sing-songed in his ear the next morning. My eyes slowly peeled open as I flaked glared at Harry. He giggled. We should get up or else we'll be late, groaning. I accepted my fate. I sat up, pulling Harry up with me. We prepared always to get dressed. Ways to we prepared a way to get dressed for school. Say, I've got a question. He brought up as I finished buttoning my jeans. I turned to face him and I raised an eyebrow. What were you saying to me last night? I was only half awake, so I didn't catch much of it. I could feel my eyes widening. Oof, why? These stupid ads. Where was I? Oh, you couldn't feel wait. I was only half awake, so I didn't catch all of it. I could feel my eyes widening. You okay, mate? He chuckled. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I laughed. It's not important. I waved it off. He shook his head and insisted on me telling him. Harry, seriously, it's okay, I insisted. Sweeney profuse. I could tell he didn't buy it, but he let go of it. We should get going. I changed the subject, pointing to the clock. He nodded and we left for school. I have to tell him soon.